I'm gonna say something that perhaps would contradict a lot of things that I would have said. I'm gonna say something that perhaps contradicts a lot of things that society tells you. I'm gonna be saying some things that contradicts a lot of things that you may be telling yourself. Wagwan Speak It True family, this is your girl Yana Positive with another episode of Speak It True the Untold here on the Yana Positive channel. Every Thursday at 8 we are here creating an IREE space of inspiration, relatable, empowering and elevated content. You know, it's been epic every single week. It's been something to think about, something to talk about, something to laugh about, and here is no different. We have this week a topic that perhaps you did not see coming. Yes, it go bust down some door and shake some mentality. Because this week I'm gonna be talking about how you can run your race at your own pace. Nobody done rush you, nobody done push you down. You shouldn't be going at somebody else's pace, but at your own pace. Now, during this millennial period, we have a lot of Generation X and a lot of Generation Y. I think we have some Generation Z, some other letters of the alphabet, and most of our young people, we have the pressure to be successful. Yeah, you remember that dream that you have when you were just a child, that one day I am gonna grow up and this is what my life is gonna be like. For most of us, it looked like becoming a doctor, lawyer, policeman, soldier. There was no other profession apparently, pilot. And by 25, you probably wanted to be married with kids and have your own house and a car. But for most of us, we are nearing 25 or we are past 25 and you still not see the house and the car and the land that you had dreamed of when you were kids. And so we grow up with the pressure of feeling need to be successful. And here's the thing, you don't need to be. Yes, glass ceiling broke up now. I said it. You don't need to be successful by the time you're 25. Why is it that we often put an age limit on the success? First of all, what is success? Is it something that is universal, or it should be something personal? We put so much pressure on ourselves to be successful. Let's examine how it is that we came to this conclusion. Now, as children, we grew up with the mentality that we had to go to school, be successful. We took tests. We took first we took grade 6. It was a grade 6. No, it was before that. We took grade 3 diagnostic test, grade 4 literacy test, grade 6 GSAT, and for those most recently PEP. And we had to pass to go to a good high school. And when by the time you're grade 6, and if you don't reach a particular level, you feel as if, why, if I don't go to a proper high school, my parents will never be proud of me, I will not be successful. And this is when you're 11, 12. You have this feeling that you'll never be successful because you might not pass your PEP or GSAT exams. Then you go to high school. And you go to high school and you are given that same treatment. Hey, you have to work towards your CXCs and passing your CXCs to be successful. Let's go, let's get them 12 ones. Let's get it, let's get it, let's get it. And all of a sudden, it feels as if you don't pass your CXCs, you'll never be successful. And then you go on to university, and if you don't get your 4.0 GPA, you feel as if you'll never be successful. And I know the pressure of it. I'm not saying that you shouldn't work hard. Be very mindful of that. I'm not saying that you shouldn't want to be successful. I'm not saying that you shouldn't strive for the best and the highest things in life. Hey, I'm not saying that you shouldn't be the person who strives to be that top done. You should be the person who strives to become that student. I'm not saying you shouldn't be the person to strive for that 4.0 or for getting the first in the Caribbean in a 6C exam. What I'm saying, however, is that you shouldn't feel pressure by society's standard of success to the point where you become anxious, you become depressed, and you become suicidal. In 2018, a study showed that suicide was the second leading cause of death among young adults. And it also showed that over 800,000 of these suicides stemmed from depression. And depression and anxiety is often caused by this idea of being successful. I'm not good enough. I'm never gonna be smart enough. I'm never gonna be tall enough. I'm not be athletic enough. It's not about becoming larger than life, but it's really about being happy. And here's the thing, you don't have to have major success to be happy. It is the small things that should make us happy, the small things that make us smile, the small things that make us laugh, the things that make us feel bubbly and warm inside. And that oftentimes does not come from a huge success, right? I was reading a devotional this morning, and the key verse, the title of devotion is I am content. And the key verse was taken from Matthew 5 and verse 5. And often I've read Matthew 5 and verse 5 and the true meaning of it has escaped me. Normally it would say, blessed are the meek, for they shall inherit the earth. However, the Message version, which is one of my favorite versions, it says, you are blessed when you are content with who you are, no more, no less. That's the moment you find yourselves proud owners of everything that can't be bought. Let me read that again. You are blessed when you are content with who you are, no more, no less. That's the moment you find yourself proud owners of everything that can't be bought. And it's such a powerful way of putting it that sometimes we think, oh, I'm humble, or I'm meek. And people never really understand the full essence of being meek. It's being content with who you are, no more, no less. Doesn't mean there isn't room for improvement. It doesn't mean you don't want to improve or to become successful. But it just means that right now, in this space, you are content with who you are and what you are about. You have gratitude for the part of the journey that you are now possessing. You have gratitude for the fact that you are blessed. You can get up every morning and say that it may not be perfect. My life may not be smooth sailing, but I am content. I am happy. And that is something that escapes a lot of us because we're so often concerned with the fact of being happy with equating it to success and a lot of money and possession. And whilst money and possession is good, not speaking from experience, but the thought of it is good. While money and possession is good and it makes life a little easier in some aspects, it's also not what makes you happy. You have to find gratification in the small things and the small steps. And a part of that is
You can't answer your phone.
You have to find gratification in the small things and the small steps. And a part of that is recognizing that your happiness should not be defined by society. And if it is that your success is what society's success looks like, man, you'll be unhappy your whole entire life because what they want may not be what you need, right? So, your success shouldn't be about what society expects. And I know for a lot of us, it's very hard because social media, and I'm not bashing social media, I actually like it. I find it draining at times, but most times I like the interfaces. I'm a young person. But if you're not careful, you use it as a tool of comparison, and they say comparison is a theft of joy. When you go on YouTube, you have a lot of advertisement coming up with 20-something-year-olds, 19-year-olds saying that, hey, this is what I do to become successful. In 2 years you can do it too. Hey, this is what I did to become successful in under few months, 18 months, 1 month, 1 year. Hey, this is what I did, 6 months of dedication to this, and you'll be set for life. And they sell you on the idea that there's something out there that you're missing and something great that you're not really grasping. And so that makes you unsuccessful. And it may not be that way for a lot of us. A lot of us may not grasp that success ever, but we may grasp the own meaning of our success. What do I mean by that? That the way that billionaire and that millionaire got to their success may not be the way that you get to your success. So to clasp your full potential and to clasp what is out there for you, what you need to do is really sit and think. First of all, success really should be personal and not universal. Is not everybody's success is your success, fam. Listen to me. Somebody else's idea of success may be to have a family, have a degree, have a good job, a good government job. Your idea of success may be to start your own business, to have a skill, to learn more, to travel. Not everybody likes to travel, but you may like to travel. And you don't necessarily have to want a family. So everybody has their different idea of success. There are varied roads or different roads that lead to the same destination. So you may be comparing yourself to somebody else whose success looks very different from yours, but because they look happy in the pictures or they smile a lot on social media, you want that too, because they seem to have a good love life going and yours seem to be dead, dying, or rocky as you want that too. But what they have may not be what you need. So what is your definition of success? Figure out what you want for yourself, and no matter who comes in your life, whether it's a boyfriend, a girlfriend, a husband, a son, do not sway that idea of success for anybody, because at the end of the day, it will only lead to regret. Number 2, look at the bigger picture. When I was in university, I had mental breakdowns on a regular for the first 2 years, because I freaked out over every low grade I got. And if it wasn't an A, it was unsatisfactory. I felt as if I was failing. But the thing is, at the end of the day, there are a series of grades that makes up your final grade. And that one grade may not be as important as you think it is. It's not the end of the road. You can catch up a little down the road later. You can do better on the next test and still end up with an A in the overall average. You can fail this test and still end up with a passing grade at the end, because it's not about the small things. It's about the bigger picture. It's not about the small things. It's really about the bigger picture. So in adult life, a lot of times we say, oh, I missed out on this opportunity. I didn't get that job, I'm not going to be successful. Or we say, I really wanted this opportunity and I didn't get to it, I'm not going to be successful. I see my friends buying houses and buying cars and having family, and I'm 25, I'm 36, and I'm still not there. I'm still not anywhere near where I want to be. I'm never gonna be successful. But here's the thing about life. Once there's life, there's hope. People who are millionaires and billionaires have made their success when they were 40, 50, 60. That KFC, that whole I want to enjoy, Colonel Sanders didn't develop that till he was about 50. And he didn't get a franchise till about, I think, in his 70s. and it died before it ever became rich or popular. You need to understand that life doesn't exactly pan out that way for everybody. In order to be successful, you have to know what your definition of success is, and you have to look at the bigger picture. These small steps, take your time. You're still young, fam. You're still young, you're not old yet. Take your time to reach there, to feel that, yes, I took the small steps, I was patient with myself, and here I am embracing that success. Here I am happy because I figured out what I finally wanted and I allowed it to make me happy. Then you want to realize that the only competition out there that you should be concerned about is you. Only compare and compete with you. That is extremely important. They say comparison is the theft of joy, and it really is. You should compete with the person you are yesterday. And it sounds tacky. It sounds like something that, hey, how do you exactly do that? But there are times when I journal and I look back at my thoughts and my feelings, and I say, girl, is that really how you felt at that time? Thank God for Jesus, because this is not who I am now. I've grown. That's the type of growth you want to see. If you suck or you're bad at something, and by next week you realize it's a little bit easier for you, by the third week you realize you're going through it very quickly, and by the fifth week you realize that you're practically a pro at this, celebrate that. Celebrate the small wins, because that is how you know your milestones and your growth. Also, number 4, take breaks. There are times when, especially at the beginning of the year, people are so hyped up. Oh my gosh, it's a new year, 2022. This is what I'm gonna do. It's a new me, new year. And everybody's so excited. And they want to get all these things done. And they make all these exciting lists of things. But sometimes you just have to be appreciative of the fact that I'm here. I exist in this moment. And sometimes you're just tired. You're tired of the constant trying to build yourself, tired of the constant engaging in different things, tired of constantly trying to be successful. Sometimes you have to take breaks and just be, just exist, just be satisfied with the fact that you're here. And when you finally let that restful state sink in, get back up on the horse, and then you go charging full speed ahead. But sometimes in between going and hustling and grinding, you have to take breaths, you have to take breathers, you have to take a break. Because if you don't do that, then you'll push yourself into burnout and you'll be so overly exhausted that the things you found pleasurable and the things you would have done so well, you don't do them as well anymore because you're tired. So take breaks, take a breath, take a breather. Just be in that moment. Be here. You just get that chance. You just get that chance to exist and to enjoy. Life is too short to work. So, number 5, don't work. You will become tired. Enjoy. So number 4 was take breaks. Number 5 is enjoy life. Life is too short, man, for you not to enjoy. I found out that sometimes we try to save money, but money will come and go, but experiences and memories, they will not. And if you just get up every morning and be a robot and just go to work, come home back, go to church, go to school, come home back, and you never take the time to fully experience and enjoy your life, at the end of it, you'll be just filled with regrets because you didn't take the chance while you had it. And you make all excuses. Oh, I don't have the money. You don't need to have the money to enjoy life. You can take a walk, go to the river, go to the beach, wherever you live. Go somewhere that's attractive, somewhere that you know you'll enjoy. Just build a vibe, chill out, any little thing, enjoy life. Take a breather to enjoy life. Because when you work, and you don't enjoy life, especially if you're working for somebody else, at the end of it, you will not be happy. Because that's the definition of success nowadays. Millennials will tell you, you need to work, you need to hustle, you need to grind. If you have one job, that's not enough. Get two, get three. Have 17 streams of income, and that's all good. But you also need to take the time to enjoy yourself. Yeah? Don't wait until you reach a pinnacle, because you may never reach there. Yeah? Number 6, be realistic. So if you want to be successful, one of the things that you need to do is be realistic. Be realistic with your goals. Know that be open to opportunities. Don't limit yourself, be open to opportunities, but also be realistic about where this next step will take you and what this next step could do. Whilst you believe in the impossible, also ground yourself with the reality of what is happening and work with the reality. So you know times are hard, it's COVID-19. There's no way maybe a particular business will flourish if it's physically and the whole place is on lockdown. But if you go online, be realistic, be smart about it. And the final one is celebrate small wins. I said this earlier, but I didn't expound. Small wins are so important. Sometimes we think that we have to reach this level in life to celebrate this high level, this high stands. Oh, I want to be successful. This is where I will celebrate. When I get my first car, when I get my first house, when I have my first business, I will party. But you don't celebrate when you earn your first 100,000 or when you earn your first million. Celebrate the small wins. Be proud of who you are and how far you've come. So, run this race at your own pace, right? It's good and all to be on the hustle, on the grind, to be successful, but at the end of the day, don't damage yourself in doing that, right? Success should be personal, not universal. It should be for you and not what everybody else wants. Alright, so speak your truth, fam. It was a bit low-key tonight. I couldn't use my voice as much, but I do hope you enjoyed this session. I do hope you take into consideration the things I've said. And I do hope you enjoy the rest of the week. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. Share with those who need the motivation, who need the upliftment, who need the empowerment. Because you know that one word spoken out loud can have such a powerful effect. It's potent. So share so that others may be able to share their own truth on this platform as well. It's for you, you know. So share with those who will benefit as well. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for joining in. I hope to see you guys next week, same place, same time, Thursday at 8. See you there, where we create an IREE space of inspiration, relatable, empowering, and elevating content. Catch you later.